Hytale's adventure mode will have plenty of aspects that will, if not top or be equal to many of the leading adventure games out right now. A few of these aspects include exploration, lore, combat, and many more. While I won't be covering any of these previously mentioned topics today, I'm going to be exploring one of the most requested videos from you all, and that is the magic system in Hytale. If you guys want to see more Hytale content like this, then please go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe. It truly means the world to me that you guys like my content. I'm super grateful for all the support that I've been having recently. Around 80% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated, and if you don't like my content, you can easily unsubscribe later because it's free. So with all that being said, my name is CanadianFlash, and enjoy the video. Hey everybody, what is going on? CanadianFlash, you guys, and today everybody we're talking about magic in Hytale. And before this starts, I just want to say Merry Christmas everybody, Bon Natale, you know, gotta speak it in French and all that good stuff, but if you don't celebrate Christmas, I don't know what you celebrate, maybe like Hanukkah or something, Happy Hanukkah, and if you don't celebrate any of that stuff, just Happy Day or Happy Holidays or whatever. Even if you don't, just, you know, you're on break for like a couple weeks from school, so yay, that's awesome. So today we're talking about magic in Hytale, and I did make a video about this on the past, but it was once again with my old microphone, so like, I'm trying to update all those old microphone videos because they sound terrible, and God, I don't even know how you listened to me back then, but... So Hytale's magic system seems to be a lot more complex than Minecraft's magic system. There's like spells, spell books, there's a lot of different potions too, but Minecraft has those as well. And it seems to be a lot more complex, and today I want to just talk about that quite a bit. So let's just start off with like a very basic type of magic that we can see in Hytale, and that is elemental magic. And by that I mean the magic that is produced by the 6 main elements, and I'm including void into this because the Outlanders use like water mixed with kind of like some void magic, I think. So we're going to start off with Zone 1's kind of elemental magic, and that's like the earth elemental magic. And earth, we see quite a few things with earth in it, like quite a few videos and screenshots. We have the earth crystals, which obviously give off some sort of magic, I would assume, considering Gaia's like Gaia and she wields all of the elements in some sort of like magical way. So with the elemental magic, we have a bunch of things like stone circles, like in Zone 1, 2, 3, 4, and we don't know about Zone 5 or Zone 6, but in the 4 main zones, we've seen images of like what the stone circles can look like, which is super cool. And some beings that can use this magic maybe could potentially be the Outlanders. They might potentially use earth magic. We know the Varans have some sort of correlation with the wind elements, so maybe they'll use some sort of wind magic. We also see some mobs in Zone 1 and Zone 3, some sort of like skeletons, maybe like skeleton mages. They're wielding the elements magic per that zone. In Zone 3, we see the Outlanders using void and some sort of water magic to make their like spells and everything, so I think it's kind of cool how they can combine 2 types of magic, which is cool. It might not even be considered void magic, it might just be like Varan's power or whatever, along with water magic. I'm not sure if it's void, but Varan is kind of, looks to be the void guy, so I'm just going to say that they're using Varan's magic along with like water magic. And in Zone 4, we don't really see anybody use fire magic, but we do see in the trailer that somebody uses a staff with like fire in it, and she shoots the fire at this like golem dude. Oh, not the golem dude, this big like Colossus Outlander guy. So either way, it's another way, super cool way of using magic. I want to touch up upon Gaia and Varan. I will be making a separate video on each of them soon. So one video will be like discovering Gaia, the other one will be like discovering Varan and stuff. And I believe these two are the core of the magic in Hytale. We obviously know that Gaia is the light and Varan is the dark. Gaia wields the 5 main elements: earth, wind, water, fire, and lightning. And Varan wields the void. So there has to be some sort of correlation in Hytale between these 2 elements. Obviously, there's the image that all the elements are surrounding the void, and it looks to be the void contained, and I get the word void contained or the evil contained referenced in the iconography research concept art. So if you take one of the pieces of the puzzle from the elements out of this circle, then the void is not contained, and that's probably what happened. It leads me to believe that probably the lightning zone is the element that is missing from this puzzle to keeping the void contained. So maybe in Hytale we might have to master the element or the magic of lightning, which would be super cool. That's the best element, by the way, so I'm super excited for that. Cannot wait for that. I will be making another video also just like discovering the lore of the elements, so I don't want to like, just full go into element talk right now. There are some other beings that use like magic in Hytale, and one of them, or the one that we know of, is going to be the Elves, and we're not sure if the Elves are a playable race or not, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they are. We see in the trailer and a lot of concept arts that the people who are wielding these type of like ice staffs are the Elves, and even in the trailer it looks like this player is an elf, and in the screenshot of the trailer this player is an elf holding this earth staff. So I think the Elves might have a really cool correlation with the magic in Hytale, and that's not just in Hytale. In a lot of adventure games, the Elves are like the mystical magical beings that you might have to like side with to like defeat the bad guys or something like that. Another really cool way that magic is in Hytale is within spells and like spell books. We see in this one image that was released in the Edge article of this player who was attacking some Zone 2 skeleton, like some prefab, and the skeleton looks to be wielding some sort of little magical items, which is really cool. There looks to be some sort of like spells and potions that are in the inventory along with some spell books, which I find to be super cool. Also in the skeleton battle, we see a skeleton using a spell book and shooting some sort of like earth spell at the player, which is really cool. And then the skeleton actually drops his spell book, and the player picks it up and then uses that spell book to attack their skeleton. So I think there might be different spell books for each different type of like elements. Maybe that would be super cool, and maybe there'll be different spell books for like a different type of like spells, obviously, because we just see like a straight line shot pretty much from this one. Maybe there'll be some like drop down effect or like a come up from the ground effect to maybe use earth. Maybe you can freeze people with some of these spells, so like the spell books, if you use like water and change that to ice. Maybe you can shoot fire out of your hands, become like Prince Zuko over here looking like an absolute Chad. Who knows? But spell books look to be really cool, and I cannot wait to dig into the magic system in Hytale. And the last thing I want to talk about in this magic video is the type of different magical weapons and enchantments that we can get in the game. So we see that there are different type of enchantments that you can go onto your weapons in Hytale, kind of like the fire sword, how it has that little fire element, and it has a little fire enchantment, and it burns people, I'm guessing, but not every single time, which is pretty cool. I like that aspect. And then we also see something on like the demonic axe, where it has like some sort of lifesteal effect, but it takes life from the enemy, but it also takes life from you. So we're not sure if there's going to be like magic and elemental stuff and enchantments on armor, but I wouldn't be too surprised if there was, kind of like a Minecraft enchantment system, if maybe it has like more protection or something like that. But then again, there's also different rarities, so maybe the rarities are the type that differentiate the armor and make it better than what it is just from default. So guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. That's all I have to say about magic so far in Hytale. If I did miss anything, and if you want me to talk about anything in the next time I do another magic video, let me know, because there is a lot to talk about in magic. I just want to give a brief overview of pretty much everything that is in the game so far. So if you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated. Also, Merry Christmas, or just Happy Day if you guys don't celebrate it. It's December 25th. It's a great time for everybody. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.